I made this minced chicken spaghetti the other day for dinner, and it was so easy to put together and just so incredibly delicious. I figured I must share it with you guys. So I made it again, this time keeping track of the ingredients, and I've got to say, no one at home complained about having to eat this twice in 1 week. This minced chicken spaghetti is a great weeknight dinner, especially on days where you're running a little low on groceries. So let's get straight into it. Finely chop up a large onion and a few cloves of garlic, and then cube up a couple of large tomatoes. Get 2 pots going at the same time. In one, boil some water for the spaghetti. In the other, heat up a glug of olive oil. I'm using a large flat pan for this. The more surface space, the faster everything will cook. Once your oil is hot, add in your minced chicken. Spread out the mince around the pan and let it brown for a few minutes. And then season with a generous pinch of salt, chili flakes, and some dried parsley. Then I'm going in with a glug of Worcestershire sauce just to bring in a bit of umami flavor to this. Stir everything together and let it cook for about 5 minutes or so. By this time, the water should be up to a boil. Salt it heavily and then add in the spaghetti and get that cooking. Now the chicken should have browned well and pretty much almost cooked through. Move the chicken to the side of the pan and add the tiniest dash of olive oil in the center, and then go in with your chopped onion and garlic. Spread it out in the pan and let it cook for a few minutes until the onion starts to soften, and then mix everything together. Scrape up any bits of chicken that stuck to the pan as well. Then go in with your chopped tomatoes. Stir it in and let it cook on a medium heat until the tomatoes start to break down just a little bit. Adding fresh tomatoes gives your pasta a nice subtle tang without having to add any pasta sauce. When the pasta is almost done cooking, turn off the heat. Add in a few spoonfuls of the pasta water into the meat sauce. I'm also adding in a dash of milk at this point, just to bring in a little bit of creaminess to cut through the tang of the tomatoes. If you have some cream, that would be even better. Let that sauce simmer away for a few more minutes and then taste for seasoning. Adjust if needed and then add in the cooked spaghetti into the meat sauce and mix it through, and then finish this off by grating in some cheddar on top and mixing that through. Yum! This spaghetti comes together in under 30 minutes with very little effort, which makes this the perfect thing to whip up in a hurry. I always have some minced meat in my freezer for easy meals like this. Serve this up hot with a dash more grated cheddar and enjoy. Silky smooth spaghetti with a bit of a bite to it, covered in that delicious meat sauce that has the tang from the tomatoes and a bit of creaminess from the milk and the cheese, and the tiniest bit of heat coming in from those chili flakes. Delicious. Subscribe for more. Bye.